Welcome inside the TMZ newsroom. I'm so excited about this. It's all boxing champions all over the place. Teofimo Lopez yesterday, who I know you were with, Claressa, right?
Yeah.
And now we have the GWOAT, Claressa Shields, fresh off that sixth round dominating performance over Kaye Scott. Thank you for coming here, man. We've talked so many times over the years about so many of the things you've done, whether it's business, the biopic, your boxing. And now you are here in the building.
Yes, thank you for having me. That means that I've leveled up.
You are A-list.
A-list celebrity,
A-list.
Beyonce treatment.
Yes, that's exactly.
In studio, TMZ, hello.
That's exactly right. We don't just let anybody inside.
Period.
What was it like, Claressa, going, first of all, talking about Kaye before we get into some of the things you got going on? You obviously you've fought at a bunch of different weight classes over the years. You drop down all these weight classes. You got to shed all this weight. I got to imagine that was not easy to do while also preparing for the fight. How difficult was just getting into that ring?
Well, when we announced the fight up at 160, I was just like, Lord have mercy. Pat was like, then I've been at 175 the past 3 years, and I've been fighting bigger girls and strong girls, and I've become bigger and stronger too. So.
Right.
Going down to 160, I told him I will only go down if I got some belts for me. If there's no belts, I'm not about to.
No point.
I'm not gonna lose the weight. So Kaye Scott was saying she wanted to fight at 160, and I was like, well, I guess I'm going down to 160 and losing 38 pounds. It wasn't easy, but this was a camp where I did 14 weeks. I always like a 2-week pre-camp where I give myself grace. I can still eat kind of what I want to eat, but I start cleaning it up. You know, start running every day, start training twice a day, up my water.
Right.
Have 2 days where I eat, where I cheat, and the rest of the days I eat clean.
Okay.
Kind of winging myself off of what I've been doing for months. And then when it gets to 12 weeks, that's when I just go cold turkey on everything.
7 days a week, you're eating healthy?
Yeah, 7 days a week eating healthy, meal prep, meal portions.
Wow.
Training 3 times a day, drinking a gallon of water every day.
Wow.
I take so many vitamins, it's crazy, which I'm like, I feel so energized and just really good when I'm in camp. So now that I've been off the wind for a week, I'm taking back my vitamins and stuff starting today.
Okay,
Start
you
back
just
my
feel
strength
so good during camp.
Exactly, because I have to fight again by the end of the year. So I want to keep my weight down to where I don't have to lose 38 pounds again. So if I keep it down, it's better. But when I was doing that in camp 12 weeks, the first 2 or 3 weeks is the hardest because it's like I'm really doing this. You know what I'm saying? And then for me, when it got to like week 6 or 7, my weight got stuck at 174. And I was stuck there for like a week, 2 weeks.
Did you doubt that did you say like, hey, maybe this is just not possible?
I definitely hit my promoter and said, Dimitri, you might have been right. I may have made a mistake at picking 160, but I'm going to keep trying.
Right.
And after about like a week and a half, my weight started going back down again. So I was like, okay. Whew.
That must have been a big relief.
Yeah, it was, but we changed up a few things in my diet. I called my nutritionist, my S&C coach, added some different workouts, and like I didn't lose water weight for this fight. I lost actual fat.
Wow.
So like the side fat I had an 8-pack from my fight. Like I was ripped, like my thighs and everything got more toned up. So this was a fight where, I was losing the weight, but I still kept my strength, and I was still able to eat every day. I didn't have to starve.
Wow.
And so this was a really, really good camp, even though I had to lose 38 pounds.
Right. So it sounds like you did it in the healthiest way possible. And
yes,
it wasn't,
healthiest way possible.
Right. It wasn't just losing all that muscle that you had put on.
I had lost some fat, but I may have lost.
I'm sure you lose some. Obviously, you lose some. But.
We was body targeting, so it was like, I may have lost a little muscle off my legs, maybe, but not like anywhere else.
Right.
Like I feel like my back got stronger.
Really?
And I had an 8-pack first time in my career ever in my life.
Best shape you've ever been in your life?
Yes, absolutely.
Wow, that's cool, right? I mean, like this far into a career too.
100%, but that's the thing. That's why I can't be beat. All I do is up the level. Like, what did I do wrong last time? Let's be stronger, faster, more strategic. Like, what can let's be healthier. And I'm talking about, this was the healthiest camp I've ever had. All we ate was sweet potatoes, grilled chicken, salads, and thank God for chili oil.
Right. Yeah.
Jesus.
Makes it taste good. Yeah.
Oh my God. It was like.
Give some flavor.
You put, and then like watermelon tastes like steak when you're in camp.
Right.
Because you can't eat anything else but just this dry turkey burger, this grilled chicken, this
That's a good
lettuce.
treat.
When I got the freaking watermelon, especially the thick pieces, I'm like, this is my steak.
Really? That shows you how tough camp is.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe you feel like you've always been unbeatable or as close to it as possible, but is this version of you like the most scary, that you've got the power coming from the higher weight class, you kept it going down? Scariest version?
Yeah, because I continue to get better. Whatever mistakes I made last fight, I make sure I don't make those same mistakes the next fight. So this fight, last fight with Franchon, I threw so many punches. I mean, I was piecing her up.
Yeah.
You know, I'm hurting her, and I'm just going crazy, right? Yeah. But I don't get the knockout, but I win a unanimous decision. Right. This fight, completely different. I slowed my punches down. I had precision. I aimed at the body. I did body work. I set traps and actually acted off the traps. And then, in front of 17,000, Usher, T-Pain, Auntie Monique, Pep, my whole team, the whole Atlanta, whoever you could think is a celebrity was there.
They were there.
Floyd, Terrence, Shakur, and then I get a big knockout.
Yeah.
Oh, it had to be the biggest knockout of my career.
Wow.
Had to be.
Because you just brought up Floyd, Terrence, and Shakur, that picture you took was awesome.
Yes.
You had a lot of wins and no losses in that photo.
So have you ever seen the pictures with like Terrence, Andre Ward, and Shakur?
Yeah.
And I always seen that picture, and I just was like, man, I need me a picture
recreate
like that.
that.
So I think I saw Andre Ward, Shakur, Floyd, and I think Terrence in the picture. And I was like, I want that exact same picture. So knowing I had Floyd, so I had told Terrence in my weigh-in, I said, yo, tomorrow, wear your Sunday's best, because I'm asking you and Floyd for a picture together. I love it. So while I actually have a picture where it's just us three. Okay. But then I'm looking across the room and I see Baby Money Shakur. So I'm like,
so you went and grabbed him?
Yeah, I'm like, Shakur, come up here. So he jumped, so he was in our picture too, but it was like so much black excellence, undefeated. To me, before Terrence retired, he was pound for pound number one. Yeah. And Shakur is right there under him. Yeah. And then, you know, on the women's side, I'm number one. Yep. And then Floyd, 50-0. That's a picture I'm going to frame. I remember that moment. Yeah. It's a video, like, when I had them next to each other, and all of us, I was just like, oh, my God. Right, this is how, and Terrence bust out laughing at me. He was like, bro, chill out. I'm like,
you got a movie about you? Come on. You're a big star. That is really cool, man. I remember seeing that, like, wow, that's a picture right there.
Not for real.
You're 19-0. You're still young. Wait, 31.
31.
What do you? I mean, you could retire right now, and you're an all-time great. What's the future look like? What do you want to do? Like, what's the plan, Claressa?
It's so many different things. Yeah. Right now, I'm dropping albums. Good Life out on all platforms. Wow. Run Your Mouth out on all platforms. And my rap name is Claressa Shields. Okay. So it's really easy to find.
There you go.
You put in Claressa Shields, and my songs pop up. The first 5 songs I got.
Are you with Pap? Is Pap on any?
So.
Can you get a?
So I
know somebody?
So I have a project.
Okay.
And Papoose is on a song.
Nice.
Yes, and I actually did. I did a song about Papoose where I was singing called "Faithful." Okay. Like I'm a rapper. Yeah. But for my birthday, I dropped "Faithful" because I wanted to do something for Pap on my birthday. So
that's awesome.
I dropped that song. But we're gonna actually have like a song together where I'm rapping and he's rapping, and it's gonna be pretty dope. But it's for my project. I have 9 songs I'm gonna release. I've already released 3 of them. Okay. I did the video for Good Life. I dropped Good Life, Run Your Mouth, Killer, and then I have a few more songs to drop. I got some hard stuff coming out. Like, I've been in the studio, and when you have a man like Papoose who's a lyricist, a lyrical genius, listen, I be in that studio saying my little stuff. He'd be like, hold on. He gives you some, like, coach you up. Yeah. That's like it's going to the boxing gym. I'd be like, right, exactly. You would do the same thing to him, I'm sure. You kind of drew back with that hook, but you opened yourself up, close it up. Right. You know, so that's how he is in the studio, love that. Too. It's a lot of pressure. But besides that, I want to fight one more time in between the end of the year or first quarter of next year. Okay. You know, whoever wants to smoke. I heard that Michaela Mayer's been barking up my tree. She fights at 154. She's a 3-time division world champion. Lauren Price is an Olympic champion from the UK. Yep. She already told me she'll come from 147 to 160 and fight me. But since my knockout, it's been a little quiet from Lauren. So I don't. Oh, you think she saw her? I think rethinking. All these girls be like, "Oh, Claressa ain't no knockout artist. Claressa can't hurt nobody. She's not nobody out." But it's like I hurt everybody. I beat them all unanimously, and now I have figured out how to knock you girls out in 2 minutes. Right. So I think that she saw my improvements and seen how fast and sharp and strong I was, and now she's rethinking coming from 147 to 160.
Right.
But even if she is, I still have an option to fight against Michaela Mayer, which I think is, I think it's a good fight.
Yeah.
I think it's a good fight, but I don't think these girls know how great I really am.
Right.
Like, Michaela's my Olympic sister. She's the reason I got this tattoo.
Right. Okay, so you have respect for her, you like her,
Yeah, but it's like when it comes to my legacy, all these girls must bow down and they gotta go. So she's gonna get clipped.
What do you want your legacy to be? Like when people like 30 years from now, 50 years, Claressa, talk about you, what do you want them, what do they say, what do you want them to say?
I want them to say, listen, she was the best.
Yeah.
She was the greatest one of all time. Like, she went up, she went down. She went back up.
Yeah.
She went down again. There were new champions. There was new blood. She was older.
Yeah.
Because I'm, like, not the youngest girl anymore. It's like it got some girls who are kind of younger than me who are looking to fight me.
Yeah.
And it's like, I want people to remember that I fought everybody and I beat them.
Right. Didn't duck anybody.
Like,
took
this
all the
smoke
challenges.
is for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel greatest woman of all time? How about just in the conversation for greatest of all time, period, man or woman?
Shakur told me take the W out my name. Terrence to take the W out. Everybody wants to take the W out. And they can't consider me that. Like, I consider myself a GOAT too.
Yeah.
But for me personally, like, Muhammad Ali did so much for my life.
Yeah.
And he inspired me, and you know, he yelled, "I'm the greatest of all time," which inspired me to say I'm the greatest woman of all time and to accept my calling. So I always hold him first. You know, we do these pound lists and the best fighters in the world. For me, it'll always be Muhammad Ali, and then right under Muhammad Ali, Claressa Shields.
Okay.
So I take second place to him and him only.
Right. I get it. It's like he's almost bigger than just an athlete, obviously.
He was
means so much more
an
to
activist.
people.
He was a poet.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a motivator. He was a motivational speaker.
Yeah.
A tap dancer, whatever you want to. Yeah. I mean, Muhammad Ali was everything.
He could do everything.
Yeah.
How about I'm out at a restaurant on Saturday night and I see Cyborg, and then I'm watching, and then after I hear her call you out. You have any interest in things like that? I mean, it would be a big fight. I would think it would be a big money fight. Are you into any of that, or are you like, nah?
Don't make no money.
You don't think so? No.
What?
I just thought because she's got a pretty big name that
I mean, she
that
make
you
a
could
tweet
promote
and
that.
she get 3 likes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I feel like the stardom that she had with the UFC has died down so much.
Okay.
You know, and she's with the PFL now, and it's no shock and it's no shade to them because I fought for the PFL. I had 3 great fights over there.
Yeah, which I give you so much respect for that because you don't see boxers going that way. The other way, sure.
And you're not going to see it.
No.
What? That was probably the hardest thing I've ever done in my life was going to MMA.
Yeah.
And it's so funny you mentioned MMA because Pap, when we got together and we were in a official relationship, he said, listen, you can box for as long as you want to box and do whatever you want to do, but I just need, he said, I want to just tell you to stop doing one thing and you have to say yes. And I was like, what the hell is he about
What's it
What
be?
is it?
Yeah.
He was like, no more MMA. I was like, sure.
Right.
All right. Only for you.
I don't like wrestling anyway.
Hate it anyways. But I was getting pretty good at it, you know what I'm saying? But it's a really hard sport, so you're not going to see that much. But as far as then Chris, she turned down $2 million already back when a guy from Saudi had $3 million for her.
Wow.
Well, $3 million for me and $2 million for her, and we could have fought at 154. She turned it down. And that's back when we were cool.
Right.
Now she got all this, she don't like me.
Right.
I think she don't like me because I whooped her ass in sparring. That's what happened. She got like this edited clip that she begged me to let her and her team put together.
Right.
But I had every round when we sparred. And I know for a fact she was a deer in headlights. I beat the out of her.
Her? Yeah.
Yes, it was easy work.
Really? You felt like she couldn't, like, you know what it's like to fight a boxer. I
had to take it easy on her.
Really?
After the second round, it was like, bro, we supposed to go 6 rounds. We only went 4.
Wow.
Because she could not go 6.
Wow.
I was putting it on her, but my thing was, you flew me out here to help train with you and help you with whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm out here to show you some stuff. And then she was like, well, you know, we gotta spar. She was asking me like, do you want to spar? Do you want to spar? I don't want to. I was like, girl, I spar all the time. Like, you want to work?
Right. Like, yeah.
And she was like, yeah. I'm like, okay. So we got in there. I had on my Jordans. I didn't have a mouthpiece.
Wow.
I wore somebody else's headgear.
And still beat her up?
And I pieced her up easy.
Wow.
And after that, and I told her every mistake she made once the 4 rounds was over. She was so humble. Her boyfriend, Ray, was like, Claressa, I just want to tell you, it feels so good to see Chris Cyborg get humbled.
Really?
And I would have slapped the shit out of my boyfriend if he ever said it to somebody.
Right, that's coming from her boyfriend.
And I was like, what do you mean? He was like, I watch Chris beat up guys and girls.
Wow.
I've never seen anybody do her how you did her. And I just was like, I kind of took off the gas a little bit,
Really?
to
Like,
be
I
honest,
went easy
because
on
she's
her.
my friend.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But we took pictures and everything, and she was like, "Yo, when you go to MMA, I want to help you train.
Okay.
And when I start doing boxing, can you help me
Right.
train?" And I told her yes, but that's the only time we ever sparred, ever worked, because she ain't like how she got dealt with.
Right.
Because
right.
she don't have hands. You saw her last fight.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
I
don't
did.
know what round that was, second round, but I'm like, this girl in here is piece of her
Right,
ass
right.
up. She grabbed her. That's what you better do. You better use that jujitsu.
She must have been surprised then when you heard her say what she said at the end. Like, what?
One, I didn't even watch it.
Right.
I haven't seen the clip, but it's
Yeah.
like right now, Claressa Shields' name is the algorithm. If you say my name and people like the video, they just share it everywhere like, oh, she
Yeah.
said Claressa Shields'
Right.
name. If you go on YouTube, all these bloggers, podcasts, people making up rumors every day. I done been pregnant 4 times in the last
Right.
2 years. Man,
Right.
it's
It
so
just
many.
gets some clicks talking about you.
It's just rumors,
Yeah.
but it's like with her, she don't have any people paying attention to her, and it's like everything I post is getting millions of views, shares. I'm making thousands,
Right.
tens of thousands of dollars on social media
that's amazing.
every week.
That's a good thing. A good.
She wants that,
Right.
so it's like, do she really want to fight? Of course, but how's she offering me $2 million and she don't
Right.
make $2 million?
Right. Yeah.
That don't even make sense.
Yeah.
It's like, and just to be fair, I make more than $2 million a fight.
Right.
I have a deal with
That's
Win
a pay
Records,
cut.
which is $8 million minimum.
Right.
My last fight, I made a lot of money. I don't just make money off of my purse. All 17,000 fans
Yeah.
there, I got my money off of that. The concessions,
As you should.
the merch,
Right.
sponsors.
That's incredible.
I'm a part of the whole business now. I'm not just like a fighter who gets paid a purse.
Right, and that's it.
Yeah.
That feels like a Floyd model, honestly. Speaking of,
You know who I
of
learned
Floyd.
it from?
Yeah, there it is. All right, so we set her aside. The Layla thing. Do you feel like that's not happening? I know you came up with the money too.
Yes, that is
I remember
dead.
that.
When Records had the
Yeah.
money, that's dead. I wish her happy retirement. Leave the young lion, Claressa Shields,
Yeah.
alone, because I will smoke anybody. And I think everybody knows that now.
Yeah.
But it's like, really? Hey, she was great in her time.
Yeah.
I'm the greatest in my time.
Right.
That's it. I learned that from Terrence.
That's
Terrence
a
Crawford
good
said
way
that.
to
He
look
said
at it.
Floyd was great in his time,
Yeah.
and I'm great in my time. So I'm going to say about her, she was great in her time, and I'm the greatest in this time.
Right, now
And
it's your
leave-
time.
And leave it at that.
Talk to me, Claressa, about the biopic real quick. It
Yes,
was so
the fire
cool, man.
inside, yes.
Yeah, that's so cool. I mean, nobody gets that. For you to have that and for your story to be told and for so
People
many people.
get it,
It's so
but
cool.
people get a biopic, but it's when they're retired.
Right.
And they're older. Like, to get a biopic and
Yeah.
I'm still active in my career and still
Yeah.
fighting and pound number one. Listen, I was like, this is just, it was actually too much. December 25th, Christmas Day, 2024, my movie came out in theaters all over the world. And The Fire Inside stayed in theaters for 3 months.
Yeah.
They told me 1 month.
Wow.
Then all of
And
a
it
sudden
went
they're
for
like,
3.
oh, we're going to add another month. We add another month. And it was in theaters for 3 months.
Wow.
And I just was like, this is so cool. And I have to say, Ryan Destiny played
Yeah.
me to the
Oh.
T. I was crying tears. They
Wow,
flew
was that
me
good?
here. They flew me here
Yeah.
to LA, and I was able to watch the movie just up in a theater here. I don't know what theater it was, but it was like big, and it was just me. And they were like,
Wow.
we're gonna let you see a movie for the first time. So I sat down and I'm watching it, and I'm just in awe the whole hour and 35 minutes. I'm like, by the 10 minutes of the movie, I'm crying.
Really?
30 minutes, crying some more. At the end,
You're
crying
crying.
again. Then they showed the real me at the end, which I
Yeah.
told them, don't play with me.
Oh, right.
Put me at the end. Make sure
Right,
they know.
and they did.
The girl was the first one to make $1 million.
Yeah.
You know, I beat Savannah Marshall. I got my revenge. You know, in the pros, undisputed champion, fought in front of 20,000. Like, make sure
Yeah.
they know that the girl is still here and she's still kicking ass.
Right.
And when I seen it at the end, I was like,
You were just
I was a hot
a mess.
mess. But
That's so. I can't imagine what that would even feel like watching your life.
no, it is.
Oh.
It is very overwhelming, and I just was like, every time I watch it, I just be like, I be having to get up on certain parts. I said, I
I'm
can't.
sure.
I just can't watch this part. But to see everything I went through as like a kid and a teenager to see where I am now, it was so many times where I just wanted to quit and give up and quit boxing and go and work at McDonald's and find me a job. And I just was like, God just kept me going. You know, he kept motivating me. He kept speaking to me and saying, hey, this is your calling. Don't get distracted. And now to see where I am now, making millions of dollars, got all my cars and, you know, got my glam and got the jewelry. I'm just like, man, God was not playing when he said he would make your enemies your footstool. Like, he wasn't playing. Like, they be watching me eat them up in every way possible. And I just feel like God already told, he'd be like, just focus. And every time I get ready to sell out an arena, people start doing weird stuff, like trying to distract me, being lame and being corny, trying to get my attention. And I just remember when I was younger and God was like, focus on what's important. Focus on the fight. Focus on your performance. Focus on your sleep. Focus on everything till the fight is over. You can address these losers after. Right. You know what I'm saying? But before the fight, everything and everybody gets ignored because this is all about you. And if you lose, you can't blame nobody else. But God has already let me know I have designed it for you to win. Like, my last fight against Kaye Scott, right? I have fought against girls who are way better than Kaye Scott. Right. But it wasn't in front of, well, in the UK, it was in front of 20,000, but that was 20,000 of Savannah Marshall fans. Right. Kind of. Right. You know? Yeah. So, being able to be a ticket seller in America, and now I'm fighting against Kaye Scott, it was like God will give you opportunities. And it's all about, are you going to take advantage of these opportunities? And it was like, listen, Kaye Scott was tough. Yep. She was rugged. She was experienced. But God was like, you have worked so hard on getting knockouts, and you have failed time and time again. But now you're sharper. Now you're sharper. You know how to aim your punches. You know how to time them. You're very strategic. This fight here, you need to get the knockout. Even though like, yes, I could have beat her 10 rounds. I can beat all these girls 10 rounds easy. I've never had a majority or a split decision in my life. Right. So I beat them all easy. But God, it was like, this fight, you have to lock in extra because this is the fight where you want the knockout. Right. Like, you want to knock out all these other fights, this is the one. Right. And it was the one because we're in the Black Mecca, Atlanta. Yeah. Usher is ringside. Right. Rod Wave was right. Everybody. Floyd Mayweather all the is boxers, here. Yeah. Right. And it was like, Zeus in the house. This is the time right now. So my mindset and everything was so different. But that's what I'm saying. Like, God would like, I fought all these other hard fights, girls who 20-0. Yeah. 15-0. 16-0 with 9 knockouts. 12-0 with 10 knockouts. I mean, I fought killers. Right. Early in my career, I was like 4-0, 5-0, 6-0. These girls got 20 fights. I'm fighting them. And now I got 18, 19 fights, and God was like, yeah, Kaye Scott, 2-time world champion. Right. She's 5-1. 5-1-1. She's world champion. She called you out. And I could have went there and fought how I usually fight and have quick hands and just piece her up and beat her up.
10 rounds.
10 rounds. But it was like, no, this fight here, you got to make a statement. Right. And had I got off focus, I wouldn't have been able to make that statement. Right. So I stayed focused. I locked in. And, I mean, I'm still trending from a knockout that happened last week. Yeah. Yeah. And now I'm in TMZ Studios like I'm Kanye. You know what I'm saying?
Anything else you want to say before I let you go? Anything I didn't ask about? Talk to the people. Yes.
You didn't ask me who inspires me?
Who inspires you?
Beyonce.
Okay.
Tell Beyonce before I retire. Where the camera?
Talk to Beyonce. There you go.
Beyonce, listen, baby girl. Before I retire, which is in 8 more years, I'll retire when I'm 38. So it's actually 7 years. Sorry. I need you to walk me out. You pick the song, and you can only perform 30 seconds, 1 minute, whatever you decide. But before I retire, I need Beyonce to walk out the greatest woman of all time. And that's my only request. I won't ask you for nothing else. I won't even ask you for a picture if that's not what you want. But come walk your, look, I'm not saying right now. I know I'm A-list, you A-list, but I ain't talking about right now. I'm talking about, give me about good 3, 4, 5, even my last fight. Walking me out, and my dreams in boxing would be, they will
complete. Everything is done at that point.
I don't ever have to walk out again.
All right, Beyonce. There you go. Thank you, Claressa.
Of course, thank you for having me.